Hello friends, welcome to my channel Pharmagyan. Friends, in this channel you can learn about pharmaceutical guidelines, pharmaceutical industrial practices, processes, documentation practices, and many more about pharmaceutical industries. Friends, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel Pharmagyan, and press bell icon given in bottom right corner to get latest updates directly in your notification panel when I upload new videos. So next we will discuss about the video.
Part 6 of 8. Bracketing and worst case rating. Introduction. The cleaning processes of multiple product use equipment in API facilities are subject to requirements for cleaning validation. The validation effort could be huge. In order to minimize the amount of validation required, a worst-case approach for the validation can be used. By means of a bracketing procedure, the substances are grouped. A worst-case rating procedure is used to select the worst case in each group. Validation of the worst-case situation takes place. However, it is of utmost importance that a documented scientific rationale for the chosen worst cases exists. This chapter gives an overview of the suggested work to be carried out, the acceptance criteria and the methodology for evaluation of the data. It should be emphasized that this is only an example to give guidance. The equipment, the substances produced and the procedures in place may vary, and this results in other solutions than those given in this example. The worst-case rating priority will then support a conclusion that the cleaning procedures are effective for all drug substances and other chemicals within the bracket, including those not individually tested. Bracketing procedure. The objective of a bracketing project is for the company to demonstrate that it has a scientific rationale for its worst-case rating of the substances in the cleaning validation program. The first thing to do is to make groups and subgroups, which we will term bracketing, from which worst cases will later be selected based on the results from the rating. The bracketing procedure should be included in a company policy, or UNSOP, or an equivalent document on cleaning validation. A multipurpose facility, clean company, is presented as an example we will follow. Bracketing procedure, continued. Equipment train. The clean company is a multipurpose site for synthesis and isolation of organic substances, see Figure 1. It is divided into 6 equipment trains separated from each other and intended for different use: earlier API steps, final API purification, drying, etc. In train 9 substances can be produced, in train 9 substances can be produced, in train 8 substances can be produced, in train 8 substances can be produced, in train 10 substances can be produced, and in train 11 substances can be produced. With no bracketing and worst-case rating, cleaning validation studies would be required for each of the 55 substances. The first grouping criteria is that the substances in a group are produced in identical equipment trains and cleaned out following the same cleaning procedure, SOP. The ideal with regard to cleaning validation, as will be discussed in 7.3, each train could be considered as a group. Then 6 worst cases would ideally be identified. In reality, the number of worst cases identified will often be something between these two extremes, more than 6, but less than 55. Clean company. Equipment train, continued. In this example, the main classes in this bracketing are based on the different trains. The following equipment classes are maintained: Train A, Train B, Train C, Train D, Train E, Train F. Figure 1. Clean company's ideal example: one train considered as one group, gives 6 worst cases. Bracketing procedure, continued. Substances. If the company has 2 or more trains used for the same purpose, such as earlier API steps, final API purification, drying, etc., a choice of which products to be produced in each of the trains used for the same purpose is done. The combination of substances, starting materials, intermediates or APIs, in a train can be chosen based on one or more of the following strategies, or combinations of them. Produce in the same train substances with the same cleaning procedure. Produce in the same train substances with very low therapeutic doses and/or low batch sizes, and the opposite. Produce in the same train substances with very low AD values, and the opposite. Substances, continued. Also, a choice of maximum flexibility can be used, but this could result in low limits for residues. For example, if the substance to be cleaned out has a very low therapeutic dose, and the following substance has a small batch size and/or a very high daily dose, and thus longer cleaning times. Advantages and disadvantages with several cleaning procedures, compared to one cleaning procedure, will be discussed in section 7.3. More explanations on effects of different strategies will be evident from section 7.4. Cleaning procedures. For one train, in which several substances are being produced, several cleaning procedures often exist. In order to be able to defend the bracketing into groups, the second criterion is that the same cleaning procedure, method, shall be used for the substances within a group. Cleaning procedures, before change of products, can for example be considered to be the same if 1. Same or equivalent issued cleaning batch records, cleaning SOPs. 2. Same solvent, solubility or similar properties. Advantages and disadvantages with several cleaning procedures, compared to one cleaning procedure, are presented in the following table. The same cleaning procedure for all substances, chosen to clean out the most difficult substance. Minimum number of cleaning validation studies, perhaps only one. Not optimal cleaning procedures for each substance, longer clean-out times on average as well as higher consumption of solvents. Normally a low limit for residues valid for all cleaning procedures, continued. Optimized cleaning procedures for each substance. Minimum clean-out time on average, maximum number of cleaning validation studies, as many as there are cleaning procedures. In the example, the clean company has evaluated the cleaning procedures. The cleaning procedures have been examined and categorized into different classes. Substances in the same class are cleaned in the same way, using the same solvents and usually exhibit some chemical similarity with each other, e.g., salts, chemical structure, etc. In this example, totally, 4 cleaning procedure classes are included. Class I, water-soluble substances. Class II, methanol-soluble substances. Class 3, acetone-soluble substances. Class 4, separate class for special substances with defined solubility. Investigations and worst case rating, WCR/risk assessment. A worst case rating study, risk assessment, will prioritize existing drug substances in a cleaning validation program based on information on applicable criteria chosen by the company. Clean company chose the following criteria which are relevant to the molecule preparation in their facility. Companies should evaluate individual situations. Hardest to clean, experience from production. Solubility in used solvent. Lowest acceptable daily exposure or permitted daily exposure, if AD/P.D.T. Data are not available. Other data such as pharmacological dose, or low toxicity data, LD50, may be used, see Chapter 4. Lowest therapeutic dose, or toxicity date to LD50. Investigations and worst case rating, WCR/risk assessment, continued. In order to present documented evidence supporting the scientific rating for each criterion, investigations, a formalized risk assessment, should be carried out and formal reports should be written. For each criterion, groups of rating with corresponding descriptive terms should be presented. When available, the descriptive terms can be chosen from the scientific literature on the subject, that is for solubility and toxicity. For other cases, the rating is based on scientific investigations carried out by the company and collecting experience regarding details on the cleaning processes, that is experience from production. Clean company chose to execute the WCR according to a formal protocol, in which the rating system was identified and the rating documented. In a risk assessment report, the results including the WCR were summarized, as well as